Hola, connoisseurs of cage fighting. This is Nate Wilcox of BloodyElbow.com, and I'm here to give you my UFC 150 predictions. We've got Ben Henderson defending his lightweight title against the man he took the title from back at UFC 144, Frankie Edgar. We've got Donald Cerrone and Melvin Guillard in a catchweight bout that was supposed to be a lightweight contenders fight until Melvin couldn't make weight. Jake Shields and Ed Herman in the middleweight division. Yushin Okami and Buddy Roberts in the middleweight division. And featherweights Justin Lawrence and Max Holloway round out the main card. I think I'm going to just run through the Bloody Elbow picks for the preliminary card since, honestly, who knows who these guys are? These are some obscure fighters, I gotta tell you. Up first on Facebook, we're gonna have Iji Mitsuoka versus Nick Lentz. Lentz is coming down from the lightweight division and is the overwhelming favorite of the Bloody Elbow staff, with everybody except David Castillo picking Lentz. Castillo's the lone pick for Mitsuoka, who's getting his second UFC card fight as a favor since he came in as a late replacement against Takanori Gomi at UFC 144. I can't argue with that. I think Lentz is too big and too dominating as a grappler. Got Dustin Peg versus Chico Camus. Camus or Camus, I'm not sure how to say that. He's coming out of the Duke Rufus camp, so he should be a good striker, but the Bloody Elbow staff likes Dennis Peg. Got everybody except for TP Grant going with Peg, and Grant's the only man going with Camus. I'm going to have to agree. Peg is too experienced for the UFC newbie. Gerald Hammond and Michael Cooper, middleweights. I think Jared Hammond's pretty sloppy. The staff was split, with half going for Hammond, half going with Cooper. I think Cooper's the better kickboxer, and Hammond is a little sloppy. I'm going to go with Cooper. Let's see. Dennis Bermudez versus Tom Hayden. I'd have to go... Oh, it's a unanimous staff pick. Everybody on the staff is picking Bermudez. I'm not going to be the lone dissenter. Going to go with Bermudez there. And Justin Lawrence versus Max Holloway, young featherweights. These guys are exciting. That's why they're on the main card. I think the UFC's expectations should be lived up to here. The staff was pretty split evenly, going with Lawrence, half going with Holloway. I think that both of these guys are good strikers, and I think Lawrence has the power, so I'm going to go with Justin Lawrence by TKO. Up next, Yushin Okami versus Buddy Roberts. The staff unanimously picked Okami, and I'm going to have to go with him. Okami looked great against Tim Boetsch all the way up until he got knocked the fuck out at UFC 144. So, I don't know, man. I think Okami's going to have learned from his mistakes and is going to put a beat down on Buddy Roberts, the last-minute substitute. It was supposed to be Ruzumar Palhares, Toquinho, taking on Okami in what would have been quite a fight of middleweight favorites. But instead, we've got Okami taking on the lesser-known Buddy Roberts in what I think should be a showcase for the Japanese middleweight. Then Ed Herman's going to welcome Jake Shields to the UFC middleweight division. Shields has been something of a bust as a UFC fighter. He was the Strikeforce champion, came in off a big win over Dan Henderson, and a great career in Strikeforce. And then since then has not done so well in the UFC. His only wins have been marginal split decision type things, and his title fight against George St. Pierre was one of the most tedious and boring title fights of all time. Though, having said that, it's a tough pick here. We've got the Bloody Elbow staff is overwhelmingly picking Shields, but I think Herman has the